I think Companion is a really good film that will probably be looked over when it comes to the movies that came out last year. I think the movie really should be thought about and talked about a lot more because this movie is very intelligent and unfortunately is not being talked about a lot. So if you've never seen this movie before, I will kind of do a Uno reverse so you can kind of tell what I'm talking about. There will be spoilers for this movie if that is something that is worried about you. If you're worrying about that at all, please be wary of spoilers. I spoil kind of like a lot about this movie, especially the twist. If you don't know the twist to this movie, please don't watch this because spoil the twist is kind of like the whole kind of really makes the film, so be a little bit wary of that. But yeah, you can just click off and come back later, and I will not be very, I won't. That's fine with me. I get it. Save your spoiler-free brain. That's fine with me. So yes, be warned. Be careful. Don't get yourself spoiled if you don't want it. And yeah, so basically this movie follows someone who's going with their boyfriend to meet a bunch of his friends in a cabin, kind of like a very remote cabin. It's not on a lake, I don't think. No, it is on a lake. It is on a lake. But they're not. It's very remote, very out there, and very not very public. It's very important to this film. So basically, they're meeting a bunch of his friends for the first time. At least you think that's kind of like the main thing that's going on here, right? Because as it turns out, you fully kind of realize eventually that Iris, who is the main protagonist you're kind of watching, kind of the way that the film is kind of being viewed through, is her name is Iris. Iris turns out to be a robot. Josh, who is the boyfriend, actually bought Iris as a perfect companion to Josh. He basically picked like a backstory, like a meet cute and all that kind of stuff from a pre-selected list, like a bullet list of all the different things that you can pick from as a meet cute. So basically, it's a robot that he can completely control and that is only in love with Josh. This robot finds Josh to be the most perfect person in all of the world. Basically, the plot is Josh turned up the aggression on Iris so that way Iris would actually kill the person who owns this cabin, which I think is kind of interesting. So basically, they're trying to get all the money from this old person named Sergey. And Sergey is very rich, very, very rich. And they tried to get Iris to kill Sergey so that way they could steal all the money from Sergey. And Iris would just be turned off because she's a robot. She is not a human, which I think is kind of interesting. Well, she does kill who they want her to kill. And because she loves Josh so much, this guy was trying to make moves towards her. So she killed him. She then gets told that she's a robot and basically runs away. And that's kind of like what is the main catalyst for this film. And I don't want to tell you anything else about the film because that's kind of where it goes. It's really great. The rest of the film is very great. But I don't want to tell you and spoil things out for you very much. Companion is a great film for people who like horror movies, but it's also really funny. Definitely worth watching, and it definitely has a very interesting kind of social life to it. Very interesting social take. And you kind of, I don't want to tell you what I think about it, but you can kind of decide what you think and feel about it. And I'd be interested what you feel this movie is kind of about in the comments down below. So trust me when I say I watched this movie, watch the movie without a doubt. I think it's easily one of the best underrated horror movies from last year, and it is on HBO Max. You can watch it without really or anything else. So I wanted to let you all know ahead of time we are going to be moving to one video a week. That's because I want to make longer videos. I have some interesting series that are coming out. Probably every other week will be this longer kind of video. It's my assumption, or every third week. So for at least right now, one video a week, probably either Mondays, Wednesdays, or Fridays. We'll see what that looks like. Future looks bright if you want to. You can follow us on Instagram at @MediaBikeCompany and TikTok is @MediaBikeCo. We also are going to be going over to Patreon. There's Q&As, special live streams, all the ad-free podcasts for every podcast, all in one tier is $5. You get access to everything for $5. Yeah, so please check it out. It would mean everything to me. And thank you. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.